What's up, YouTube? So today we're going to be diving into maximum allowable offer for real estate investors. And that can be wholesalers, it can be fix and flippers, buy and holders. If you're in real estate investing, one of the things that you really need to master is the concept of maximum allowable offer, or how much should I pay for this house or this property, right? So we're just going to dive right in. What you're looking at here is a free tool that I created. Links in the description below. You can use it whenever you want to. You don't even have to give me your email address. It's a tool that I built because I got tired of looking across all these different spreadsheets and websites. So I just built it because I can. Anyway, so if you're looking at this right now, what you're likely seeing is this 70% or 0.70 in the top portion of the calculator. And what that really represents is this idea of the 70% rule, right? In other words, we're looking to offer 70% of the value of a home minus repairs. Now, disclaimer, I'm not saying that you should use that. I'm not saying that you have to use that. It's a great guardrail as you're determining kind of the value of these properties and what things look like for you, right? In my market, which is Dallas-Fort Worth, I'm seeing buyers locking up properties at 78%, 82%. The really cool thing about this calculator is it pretty easily lets you manipulate that so that you can see what your different numbers look like, right? So I'm actually going to give you some numbers on a house I just bought in Dallas. So after repair value, this is how much this property is worth after we fix it, right? So this particular one has an ARV of $260,000. How did I determine the ARV? Well, that's a topic for another video. But in any case, once you have your ARV, the next thing you need to do is determine your rehab costs, right? So if you are a wholesaler or an investor and you're kind of new to the game, a good rule of thumb here, and I threw it right here so I could easily access it, is a rehab estimate cheat sheet. Again, this is just an idea, so don't go nuts with this. But it's very helpful in kind of determining what your rehab costs could potentially look like. So considering the house that I'm using in this example, it falls between 1,500 and 3,000 square feet. It is a heavy rehab, and the best guess here is $65,000, which is actually really accurate because in my case, my general contractor gave me a rehab estimate of $66,000. So it just worked out really well. Now, sometimes it's going to be a bit different. Use your own discretion, your own due diligence, but it is a handy cheat sheet if you haven't been to the property to kind of get an idea of what you might be looking at so you can start crunching some numbers, right? So again, in this example, we have an after repair value of $260,000, estimated rehab of $66,000. So if I'm an investor, my maximum allowable offer on this property is $116,000, right? If I'm looking to flip that paper, in other words, wholesale it, I would come down here and plug in my profit, right? Say I want to make 10 grand on this flip or flipping the paper. We'll put 10,000 in here, and I know that as a wholesaler, I need to lock this property up at $106,000 if I want to make $10,000 profit on it, right? And a couple of things that I can learn from this here pretty quickly is that my numbers check out. In other words, if I can get this to line up, I should have no problem finding an investor that would be interested in purchasing this property. As a matter of fact, that's what I ended up doing instead of flipping the paper on this property. Now, the really cool thing is, as I mentioned, we can easily manipulate this calculation up here. So if I want to see what this looks like in my market where I know that buyers are at about 78%, I'll just pipe it in there, take a look at what we've got now. Now, my maximum allowable offer bumps up to $136,000. What this tells me is if I'm looking to fix and flip this property, my maximum allowable offer is $136,800. If I'm a wholesaler, I know that I need to lock it up for $126,800 if I want to make 10, right? What if I want to make 25, right? 1, 2, 3. Then I know that I need to get this property at $111,000, right? So it's just a really handy calculator that allows you to really quickly plug in some values, kind of vet your numbers a bit, and start structuring your deals. Again, you can use this calculator for free. It doesn't even cost you an email address. Link is in the description below. Adios.